Hello everybody, my name is Kuuribro. Welcome to Getting Over It with Bennet Foddy. I know what I'm in for here. I've seen Mark play this, I've seen Jack play this, I know it's made by the asshole guy who made QWOP. But I needed something to fill a couple slots while we're doing some computer stuff for No More Heroes, and this game looks frustrating and horrible, but it looks overcomeable, which is the thing. QWOP was like, you have to just get lucky with those keys. But from what I've seen of this, I think as long as you remain in control, you can do it. And honestly, I haven't seen the end of the game yet, and I kind of want to see if I can beat it. So I'm gonna hop in here. Also, I love the story and the commentary the guy puts out. I know it's trolly as hell, and you guys are about to experience that. But like, I just want to see what more he says. So I'm a guy in a pot. That's what's up with this. The mouse buttons do absolutely nothing. It's entirely based on movement. So yes, the controls in this game are uniquely awful, but I think you can probably get a sense for it. I know there are speedrunners that are capable of beating it in mere minutes. So, as long as I get a sense for what's going on here.
There's no feeling more intense than starting over. If you deleted your homework the day before it was due, as I have, or if you left your wallet at home and you have to go back after spending an hour in the commute. If you won some money at the casino and then put all your winnings on red, but it came up black. If you got your best shirt dry cleaned before a wedding and then immediately dropped food on it. If you won an argument with a friend and then later discovered that they just returned to their original view. Starting over is harder than starting up. If you're not ready for that, like if you've already had a bad day, then what you're about to go through might be too much. Feel free to go away and come back. I'll be here.
I'm gonna try not to talk over that guy when I can, unless, I don't know, maybe I'm gonna get supremely pissed later on. But, whoo, I'm already starting to see that what I thought might be possible is potentially less possible than I thought. Ooh. Oh, this mouse does some funky things. Can I stick there? Just, come on. I made it to the top of the tree, I just have to make it over the tree. Over the tree. Come on! Ah! Okay, cool. One obstacle. I did it. Ah. I'm already getting like some insane, crazy leaps because I'm pulling the thing like the mouse through my guy instead of on a loop around the guy, which gets some extreme momentum. Like here, I'll show you. Instead of doing this and swiping it down underneath me, I'm gonna try like that motion where you just go whoop. Okay, well that didn't work, but here on the ground you just pull it through him, so you get like a really big launch sideways with it. Anyhow, whew. Up. I recognize this.
All right. Thanks for coming with me on this trip.
This is the pit.
I'll understand if you have to take a break at any point. Just find a safe place to stop and quit the game. Don't worry, I'll save your progress, always. Even your mistakes.
Thanks for that, buddy. I know I can always count on you just to make sure you got my back. Ooh. Reach up, nice and slow like, and then we go boop. Yeah. Okay, that exact same motion that I was just describing is probably gonna lead to a death or two. Whoop. The bounces. Oh, I'm not gonna get used to those bounces. I also have an itchy nose right now, so I'm probably gonna be doing this a lot as a frustrated gesture. No, I did not just do a bunch of cocaine, although I wouldn't be surprised if you'd think somebody would have to unwillingly partake in this. But I think I can beat it. I don't know if it's gonna be very fast, but I think I can beat it. And
This game is a homage to a free game that came out in 2002, titled Sexy Hiking. The author of that game was Jazor, a mysterious Czech designer who was known at the time as the father of B games. And B games are rough assemblages of found objects. Designers slap them together very quickly and freely, and they're often too rough and unfriendly to gain much of a following. They're built more for the joy of building them than as polished products.
That's not... You can't put your axe on the end of a twig like that, Cauldron Man. It's not how that works. Okay. Okay. I love the smooth jazz while you're going through this. Like, every part of this, like, every part about what his commentary is and what he's gonna be talking about is all just, like, nice and calm and talking about the creative process. And it's specifically overlaid to piss you off. And I kinda wanna just see what more he says. But Jack and Mark, when they got past a certain point, they turned him off. So I can't rely on them for that anymore. Ah! Nice and slow, like? Nice and slow. Like. Bam!
In a certain way, Sexy Hiking is the perfect embodiment of a B game. It's built almost entirely out of found and recycled parts, and it's one of the most unusual and unfriendly games of its time. In it, your task is simply to drag yourself up a mountain with a hammer.
You have to go...
And that act of climbing, in the digital world or in real life, has certain essential properties that give the game its flavor. No amount of forward progress is guaranteed. Some cliffs are too sheer or too slippery, and the player is constantly, unremittingly in danger of falling and losing everything.
Pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up. Drip yourself down right there. And we're gonna... Okay. I can do this, I can do this. Whip it back round. We go... Whoop. And then we go... Ooh. Yeah. Alright, my wrist is already starting to get sore. I'm bringing back the mouse pad. See if I should see if it actually gets in the way before I judge that it probably will get in the way. So we're gonna go, like... And we're gonna... catch it, catch it, catch it! No!
Oh, you just lost a lot of progress. That's a deep frustration.
Oh, that's not even that bad. That is not that bad. That's like 1/10 of the progress I've seen be lost here. Ooh. Nice. Oh, I'm starting to see what they were talking about.
Sorry about that.
With the bounce. With the bounce, you move the mouse to a certain location and then you don't touch it anymore, but it's adjusting itself. Because if I move, you can see where the cursor is there. If I move the mouse around and then I stop touching it, it like pulls back to the hammer. Automatically. So that little amount of like automated motion that you're not inputting, oh, it can really fuck with you. Oof. I don't know if I can jump quite high enough to get at that ore. I'm gonna try it if I just pull it straight down. No, because the hammer loops around. And it touches the ground at an angle first because the hammer won't actually move straight through you. You can move the mouse straight through you, but the hammer still has to make the whole loop around. Ooh. Ooh. That's not gonna work. Nice, slow, controlled motions. Just like that, just like that. That's how it happens every time. Okay, that's the one. That's a two. And then we're gonna, huh? I don't think that's gonna be enough to, yeah. It's enough to pull you up, but it's not enough like grip to maintain. And then when your cauldron guy gets pushed outwards because your hammer is like doing a full swing. So if like my anchor point is up there at the top of the screen right now, and I'm down here, it's like in order to do that I have to go up and around, and then that outward momentum puts me at a point where I'm no longer hooked onto the thing, and then the outward momentum just sort of takes me away. Don't get penisy. Don't overreach. Take things slow. One step at I don't like you, coffee cup. Get out of my life.
I will remember you.
Phone, why are you beeping at me right now? I don't care what the Twitter has to say. I'm doing more important things.
Anyway, when you start sexy hiking, you're standing next to this dead tree that blocks the way to the entire rest of the game. It might take you an hour to get over that tree. A lot of people never got past it. You prod and you poke at it, exploring the limits of your reach and your strength, trying to find a way up and over. And there's a sense of truth in that lack of compromise. Most obstacles in video game worlds are fake. You can be completely confident in your ability to get through them once you have the correct method or the correct equipment or just by spending enough time. In that sense, every pixelated obstacle in sexy hiking is real.
Come on. No, you're gonna do the bounce. You're gonna do the bounce again. What happens every time? I'm not the cleverest of wordsmiths, so this is gonna be a lot of pain gruntings. I will try to talk through what I can as I'm doing it. Okay. I just gotta do it once. I gotta do it once. Like, I know I've seen it done. I'm pretty sure I even know, like, how to do it. It's just a matter of making sure that my wrist learns the motions. Of how to make this hammer my bitch. That is, I am the hammer's bitch.
Keep on trying. Don't let it get to you.
I have not yet flipped the bitch script. It's okay, we'll get there. Not today, not today. It's so tempting to just want to get into the, like, into a groove of just rotating the mouse around, but these obstacles, some of these obstacles are set up in a way to punish that, so you can't get too reliant on it. I think that right here I might be okay though, if I just try to launch myself straight up. Okay, so that's good. If I get into a tight spot, I can fling to the left, and that'll nudge me back down in this direction instead of falling the whole way back down to the pit again. This pipe. I'm waiting
If you need to take a
for a
break,
bunch of
it's
sewage
okay.
water to come out.
I've saved your progress.
Thanks for that, buddy. Thanks, Bennet. Glad you always got my back. Okay. Okay. Joel, I hope you're ready, because these look like they're going to be a bit of a long one. Long episodes, longer than I thought they were going to start as. I didn't think I would be having such troubles with the beginning, considering I've seen people do this about a half dozen times already. But like I said, it's a matter of figuring out how to do the motions with my own wrist and not just watching other people do it. It's a very different experience to have to do it yours.
The obstacles in sexy hiking are unyielding,
Okay.
and that makes the game uniquely frustrating. But I'm not sure Jazuo intended to make a frustrating game. The frustration is just essential to the act of climbing, and it's authentic to the process of building a game about climbing. A funny thing happened to me as I was building this mountain. I'd have an idea for a new obstacle, and I'd build it, test it, and it would usually turn out to be unreasonably hard. But I couldn't bring myself to make it easier. It already felt like my inability to get past a new obstacle was my fault as a player rather than as a builder. Imaginary mountains build themselves from our efforts to climb them, and it's our repeated attempts to reach the summit that turns those mountains into something real. When you're building a video game world, you're building with ideas, and that can be like working with quickset cement. You mold your ideas into a certain shape that can be played with, and in the process of playing with them, they begin to harden and set until they're immutable, like rock. And at that point, you can't change the world. Not without breaking it into pieces and starting fresh with new ideas.
Come on. Just don't do the bounce. Don't do the bounce. I just want you to very carefully and slowly pull yourself forward. I really like what he's talking about because it, like, I don't know if it's bullshit philosophy, but it actually does sound like cool ideas for, like, game designers. I gotta pull myself closer while also dealing with the fact that this guy just kind of wants to, like, sink naturally, so I have to pull the mouse up quickly, but not so quick that I'm trying to launch myself. No. Don't rush it. Don't rush it. There we go. I'm in a nice spot. Oh, that would really kill somebody's back. So I'm gonna try this now. I'm in a stable place. I'm gonna try this. I don't think it's gonna work because the hammer's gonna have to circle around, but I know I have to try to hook onto that light. There. Ooh, it did. It worked. Proof of concept. Proof of concept. Proof of concept. Ugh, damn it. Just please don't push yourself off the I-beam. Okay. Don't circle the mouse. Take it down here and then be very cautious and slow about moving it back. Like, what was that? That hammer was on the ground that whole slide. Okay, back to here. And then we're gonna... Alright, so that's not quite good enough for me, but from here I can get an even better launch. Okay. Okay. Pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up. Pull in, pull in, pull in. No, the hammer's not in a good spot anymore. I didn't need to. I didn't even need to. Just gonna grind my stage right shoulder through this rock real quick, and then now we're here. Now we're here. Now we'll calm, careful, slow, and collected. Don't worry, guys. You're still gonna get your massive falls. I just want to try to make sure that I'm not the one who's, like, to blame for them.
For years now, people have been predicting that games will soon be made out of prefabricated objects, bought in a store and assembled into a world.
I made it to the new environment.
For the most part, that hasn't happened.
Blue skies.
Because the objects in the stores are trash. I don't mean they look bad or that they're badly made, although a lot of them are. I mean they're trash in the way that food becomes trash as soon as you put it in the sink. Things are made to be consumed and used in a certain context. And once the moment is gone, they transform into garbage. In the context of technology, those moments pass by in seconds.
Come on. Come on. Then we go up. The problem that I'm running into here is that I don't want the hammer to, like, clip itself onto a wall, because then when I try to, like, pull myself up with it, I'm getting that outward momentum that I talked about before, and then I just push myself. And what's worse is that the higher this gets, the farther out it's gonna push me until eventually I just fall right off that cliff. So there's gotta be a way to, like, take this carefully and slowly and controlledly, and I just gotta figure out what it is. Because right now, the wild flailing definitely isn't working. Which I think is by design. The game isn't meant to reward behavior like that.
No.
Just had a little bit of a burp during that. I was so close. I was so close. I can do it. I can do it. I know I can do it. I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. Just gonna take this opportunity. But yeah, you see, he wants to sink. Holding yourself straight sideways is like not an option. At least not unless you want to be constantly correcting it. Ugh. Come on. Ugh. Might be here for a while. Joe, you feel free to cut out whatever parts this you
Over
feel.
time, we've poured more and more refuse into this vast digital landfill that we call the internet. It now vastly outnumbers and outweighs the things that are fresh and untainted and unused. When everything around us is cultural trash, trash becomes the new medium, the lingua franca of the digital
I'm not gonna
age.
let him get under my skin.
You can build culture out of trash, but only trash culture. B games, B movies, B music, B philosophy.
I said that I wanted this. Come on. Just pull it in closer. There we go. I'm playing a rage game.
Getting over it? Love it.
Roommate knows what's up. All right. Now, I think I know the secret of what to do here. I gotta set myself down. I gotta
The
reach.
vertical wall here has a way of getting it harder the more times you try it.
Thanks for that.
I think anger makes you swing the hammer harder, and that can push you away from the wall.
He's actually he's talking about the wall that I just climbed. And that was legit. I don't like this at all. I suddenly don't like this at all. I need the hammer in a better, stronger spot than this. Let me just nudge myself a little closer here. If I sit down. Okay, good. I'm still in control. I'm gonna reach super far as my arms can take me, and then clink. And now I feel safe and secure. Down and then down and then down and
Maybe this is
Gotta
what
break that
digital
skull.
culture is.
Break that
A
skull.
monstrous mountain of trash, the ash heap of creativity's fountain. A landfill with everything we ever thought of in it. Grand, infinite, and unsorted.
This is an incredibly dangerous point. If you swing too hard, the hammer's just gonna loop straight out of that hole and then kill you. So you gotta swing into it and then set and you're good. Okay, cool.
There's 3D models of breakfast. Gen X's fanfic novels, Scan magazines, green screen Shia LaBeouf, banned snuff scenes on LiveLeak. Facebook's got lifelike bots with unbranded adverts and candid shots of Kanye and Taylor Swift mashups, car crash epic failed GIFs, Russian dashcam vids, discussions of McRibs, discarded, forgotten, unrecycled, muddled, rotten, untitled.
At a certain point, he starts turning it into like slam poetry or rhyming or whatever it is. And like, again, I know it's supposed to get under my skin, and it's starting to, because the timing of it is just so
Everything's fresh for about 6
unrepentantly
seconds
trolly.
until some newer thing beckons, and we hit refresh. And there's years of persevering, disappearing into the pile, out of style, out of sight.
It's always when you're like right on the
In this
verge of
context,
doing
it's
something
tempting
big,
to make friendly content.
and then
that's
he just
gentle, that
starts
lets you
saying
churn
again, and it
through
breaks
but
your
not earn it.
focus.
Why make something demanding if it just gets piled up in the landfill, filed in with the bland things?
But considering I've seen a couple people get to exactly this point where I'm at right here.
This thing
With
that
the
we call
barbecue.
failure is not the
Jesus, will
falling
you
down,
shut up for a
it's the
second?
Staying down. Mary Pickford.
That wasn't even a fault. I went here intentionally. Don't give me your failure poetry. This barbecue right here, this is the spot where I've seen people end, and then begin and end 2 or 3 episodes. So this seems like a good spot to leave off my first one on a high note and a success. Yeah. I'm sure that there's gonna be some horrible failures a-coming, so tune on back next time for that. I just don't want to go until I, force myself to fall down this giant hole, which does put you back at the very beginning of the game. This one down here. I know this. I don't want to. I'm just trying to show it. I'm just trying to show it. I don't actually want to do it. I don't actually want to do it. Please get me out of here. Please get me out of here. Please get me out of here. Please get me out. Please get. Ah! Ah! I'm gonna get out of here, and then like actually be in a good place for the next episode because I didn't. Why? Why did I have to show it? Why did I have to show it off? This isn't helping anybody. Least of all me, giving myself stress. Oh, thank God. Thank you everybody so much for watching. Remember to hit the like button down below. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. This isn't usually the type of game that I've played recently. I've been into like more in like long series, but I felt it was time for a little bit of that YouTube poop style flavor. And yeah, I still intend to beat this. That kind of shot my nerves. I need a moment to recollect myself. Okay? Okay. Bye, guys.